Tommy Richman,
Our guy.
that we really loved his album, tweeted, I guess, shortly after our pod, he's not hip hop. And I guess DJ Head actually responded to him. And I watched The Bigger Picture, which is DJ Head,
You watched
Elliot
it?
Wilson,
Yeah.
and Jeremy.
Jeremy, yeah.
I watched that show.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't went back. But once I started watching it, I kept just going up and keeping up with it. So shout out to them at The Bigger Picture for that. And DJ had actually explained his stance a bit more and a bit more in depth, because he said that people thought that he was scolding him.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and actually talk about the situation for people who don't know about it. So recently, Tommy Richman did post on Twitter, "Yo, I'm not a hip hop artist," or something like that, right? And DJ had replied to him, "Cool, we'll just not play you on the hip hop radio."
He said
station
for
anymore."
sure. So every hip hop station playing MDB or a dial,
Which is $1 Million
$1 Million
Baby or
Baby.
Devil Is a Lie.
should stop. Should stop today.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
And then Tommy Richman says, I'll say, basically Tommy Richman kind of backtracks, like, whoa. I mean, I'm not like a rapper specifically. Like, I'm not, I just don't want to be boxed in with that.
I'm thankful for everything. I'm saying I don't want to be boxed in. I grew up on hip hop, but I'm a singer.
Which is true. He is a singer. He's technically, I hate to say it like this, he is a hip hop artist because a lot of his music is hip hop adjacent, but he's not a rapper.
He's not a hip hop artist.
I think he's a hip hop artist in terms of like the way his sound is and where we're placing him at in music.
I think hip hop just embraced him. I don't think
so?
he's a hip hop artist.
So you don't think he's hip hop?
His
at all?
album was not hip hop.
No, not at all. I'm talking about those two songs though. I think you could still
$1
be.
Million Baby could be adjacent. Like
So do you
said,
think
but
Post Malone is not a hip hop artist?
I think in the beginning he had like hip hop influences.
So you go by based off of what they're making now.
I feel like I will compare. I say Post Malone was more embraced into hip hop than Tommy Richman was.
I agree.
Yeah, but
Because it sounded more traditionally like melodic hip hop rather than anything. But I'm saying that because when it comes to his music, I don't know, because I listen to pop station radios.
Yeah.
But when I listen to hip hop station radios, they play a lot.
but $1 Million Baby has that bounce to it.
Mm-hmm. So is Devil's
It
Lie.
got and it got embraced by hip hop.
That's what I think.
But those are not on his album, which is totally.
I'm not going based off his
That's
album.
what I'm
just
saying.
Based off them two songs.
You go off those two songs, but I'm saying if you just judge him off those two songs, yeah. But if you go into his catalog, he's not a hip hop artist. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. But I'm going based off those two
Yeah.
songs because I feel like if you dibble and dabble, you can be considered part of the genre, but not full. Like, you're not only that genre. You get what I'm saying? So, obviously, Tommy Richman was embraced, especially because he does work with Brent Faiyaz as well. He was heavily embraced by the hip hop community, even though some people did question his ties with hip hop. Like, is he really a hip hop? Like, I don't think he's a rapper. I don't think he's making R&B. I don't think he's doing any of those. He's making music that's inspired from black music. I can say that. But, basically DJ Head said, glad I got the PSA before I did my radio mix. I now have 2 open slots. What should I play from an artist proud to be hip hop?
Yeah.
And then you already said his tweet right here. And then he said, DJ Head responds to Tommy Richman saying, understood, however, there are nuances that can be perceived when statements are made. I don't believe you have malicious intent, but I do believe there is much to be learned about the system that you have entered within this thing we do. I hope it works out for you. Not sarcasm. Which, I mean, DJ Head is always one of those... I'm trying to find the best word for it. Not virtue signaling, but it's like he's always like oh yeah, I'm always looking out for the good of everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you
he
know
also
what I'm saying?
throws some shots in there.
Yeah, it's
no
like
sarcasm.
It's like no, it's like you sneaky. That's
Yeah,
what it is. You sneaky. Like, you're not getting past me, DJ. I'm beginning to grow to like him as I watch more of the bigger picture because I like his I like his duality and his energy or synergy with Elliot Wilson.
Okay.
Because I just love Elliot because he's just a character, man. Elliot is a character, but. Yeah, DJ Head kind of went into more explanation about how hard it is to get in the radio, how some people could push other people out of radio if they make a new song, forcing other people to go in the studio and do all that. Like, it's hard for a lot of people to get on radio. And the fact that you got on radio was embraced by the hip hop community, and you say something like this, which is so demeaning because previously in hip hop, people have come into the space, mostly white people, most recently Post Malone, come into the space, been embraced by it, been ingratiated by it, have actually profited off of it, and then just said, hey, I'm leaving, I'm dipping, I'm going.
It's probably, the old, Kid Rock, Vanilla Ice, all that stuff that happened back in the day. So it's just, it's not even just hip hop. It goes back to old music as well. It's soul, R&B. You got some people coming in, leaving out, coming out, embracing what they want, and dipping when they have that exposure once they drained all the black energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it weighs with black people. Like, They don't like that. That's why I'm like, bro, don't tweet stuff like this.
Yeah.
As a white artist, you can't tweet this stuff.
And it's kind of like, I don't want to bring him up like this, but it's kind of like, what's the dirt with some of the stuff he's saying? You don't get the nuances or maybe some of the cultural relevancy or talking points from you saying something like
and
that.
also, it'd be best for you not to speak on it when you learn it. Even though you can learn it and still not understand because you still feel like, why did? But don't speak on it because in a way it's going to come off as a way of like you said, just ignorant. And also you don't, it's different to like understand somebody when you don't actually, you can't live it. So it's things that we could be like, I don't understand why they act like this, but it's like, we don't live it.
You don't relate to
You
it.
can't relate to it. You can, I can say
You
you
can
can
understand
relate,
it.
you can understand it, but I'm saying you won't be able to live it.
Which is you can't relate.
So you can't do it, bro.
Yeah. I mean, DJ had said that he actually spoke to him, they exchanged numbers and
Okay.
things like that. And he said that he doesn't really fault him because he's so young. He doesn't really know how
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff operates in the back end. He's like, but you just can't say something like that because other people are going to take it the wrong way.
It's so
People
much
are going
nuance.
to take it the wrong way. For me, when I saw that, I was just like, because sometimes I'm just like, especially Twitter is like the worst place to get your takes off because you only got 150 characters to tweet in a tweet unless you're verified. And then especially with artists like him who don't really do interviews, if you're not really like expounding on your point, you say something, it can easily be like clipped and like taken out of context so easily, especially in a sensitive culture.
He been
that we
saying
live in.
little stuff anyways. I remember like liking him saying like, I can't wait to put out my country album.
Yeah,
because like
hilarious.
that's what I'm saying. He just say stuff like that, but it's like one thing, just don't do the hip hop thing because you know it's just some stuff you just can't say.
Yeah.
It just won't look good.
Because it kind of comes, because at least with that, you kind of read into
you
it's
can
it's
joke.
kind of
It's a
like
joke.
sarcastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the not hip hop thing, it's like,
Hold up.
after your album
Album?
too, it's like, especially when people are like, why are we putting this under R&B and soul? And now you say something like this, it's like, timing, my guy, timing.
Yeah, you gotta
and
watch
just
it.
wording, phrasing.
Yeah.
When you say something, you need to be specific in how you say it. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm not a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
I'm not solely a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Well, you should have solely said that then, Negro. Even though
like
you're
you
not a
say.
Negro.
Spicy white.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds nasty. It's like spicy mayo. But yeah, Tommy Richman, just, I mean, we liked your album. If you want to go check out our review and see our thoughts of Tommy Richman's Coyote, go check that out. There will be a video on the channel for that.
Yes,
or there already
sir.
is.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.